Hello and welcome back to my channel, Coach Mean on the scene, Gangsta Lean, happy Monday, all of the things. Hi guys, sorry I'm a few minutes late. Mm-mm-mm. I was working, y'all. I be working. Hi, what's up, Fabby? What's up, Novelty? Queens, how you doing? Welcome, guys. Welcome to the live. I'm gonna give just a few moments for people to come on down to the get down before I begin running my mouth as per usual. Hi, Fabi. How are you, my love? Happy Monday to you. I haven't seen you in a minute, Fabi. Like, what happened? You broke up with us? What's up, Ryan? You broke up with us, Fabi? Like, you used to be up in everybody live. Now we don't see you. Back then you was all on me. Now you're wait, how it go? Something. I forgot how it goes. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? What happened? I'd be like, Dad, where Fabi went? Now I get it. You probably got life going on. I feel you. I get it. I get it. Like, we a lot. Like, there's a lot going on. Everybody goes live every day. I get all of that. And that kind of goes with my topic for today. It's not like, okay, when I say topic, guys, let's be real. I'm vlogging at the same time, so I'm just changing my camera angle. Please hold while I do my content creation thing. We got to change the light up a little bit. Hold on. I was talking to Supreme about, and I totally forgot. Yo, Supreme, you gonna live forever. I literally just said your name. I'm supposed to show you how to do that thing, right? But the funny thing is, I don't know how to create a hyperlink for my Cash App. How do you do that? So you need to help me with that part, and then I'll show you how to do the hyperlink. Because I don't know how to do that. But anyway, so like I was saying, guys, just got to Oregon with some raggedy in the gas station. What's up, BDR Outdoors? Can I tell you a joke? You can only tell a joke if it's gonna be funny. And if you have smashed the like button, have you double tapped your screen? I'm seeing 25 folks in here and 3 likes. What's that mean? Hit the like button, please. It's gonna be funny. I see 4. All right, spit it out. Like, we ain't got all day. You feel me? So anyway, I have a topic. Yeah, I see 4. Joshua asked. So okay, hi Joshua, welcome to the live. Let me just say this to you, Joshua. I'm all for you joining in on the conversation and everything, but when you enter into the live, you gotta speak. Like, do you just bust up in people's house and start asking Dunkin' or Starbucks? Or do you say hello, hi, something? Say hello. I know your mama taught you better than that. Babylon. BDR, you said, I'll try my best to make you laugh. Okay. There you go, Joshua. Hello. How you doing? There's other people here too. Do you normally walk into events and just not speak to anyone? Say hi. Dang. You're going to have a little respect up in here. You're going to respect your elders because I'm pretty sure I'm way older than you. And I'm going to learn you today. Want me to learn you? I'll learn you real good. Speak when you enter. Hello, Sassy. How are you, my love? Happy Monday. Joshua said, are you Caribbean? Caribbean is a region. Why are Americans so good at Rubik's Cubes? I have no idea, BDR. Tell us. Ryan is speaking. Did I say hi, Ryan? Hi, Ryan. So yeah, I was gonna show you how to do the hyperlink, but I don't know how to do it. BDR thinks he's funny. BDR said, because I have a history of sorting colors. You see my face? You did not do a good job. Hi, Bambi. Yeah, we got a couple trolls. We got a couple trolls in here today, but they got the right one, baby. Uh-huh. You gotta do better than that. Like, that was corny. Like, if you're gonna be a troll, be a troll. Don't come in here saying dumb stuff. Don't come in here saying obvious stuff. Like, be creative and interesting. You know what I'm saying? Okay, BDR, we're gonna give you one more chance, and then after this, you're gonna go sit in the corner for a little while. All right, BDR said, "What did the cop say to the ice cube?" I don't know, BDR. What did the cop say to the ice cube? Come on, you gotta have timing, you know? You have terrible timing, BDR. You gotta have your comeback like immediately. He said, no, not that one. Never mind, don't do that one. Okay, all right. We've had enough of you. So, BDR, you can stay, but you're gonna be in timeout, okay? You know, like when you were growing up and your mommy would put you in timeout, or maybe she still does because you live in the basement. So we're gonna just put you on timeout. You can stay and watch, and maybe you can learn how to behave when you enter Coach Mean Range chat. Okay? BFF! What is going on, baby boy? He's still here, I think. He's in timeout. We put him in the corner. And remember those dunce caps? We gave him a dunce cap and put him in the corner. Like you got the wrong one. Like that stuff don't work. Like, it's corny. The one thing I don't like is a corny person. Like, you just corny. Like, you ain't got no swag. You don't have no jokes. Like, you just saying dumb stuff. And you think, the worst part about that is that you actually think you're funny. That's sad, actually. So I really feel bad for you. If you are trying to be a troll, and this is like on YouTube and in life in general, and you're really just not funny. And all you are is a sad person that really just has no life. It's pretty sad. Oh, I feel bad for you. I really do feel bad because the one thing that you have in your entire life, you can't even do that right. It's pretty sad. And I gave you a platform to do it too, and you still couldn't do it right. You got the right one, baby. Anyway, so let's get real. Like, we're not gonna spend too much time on the foolishness. I like to entertain it a little bit, but in my way, guys. I'm a firm believer that you don't have to let people drive your blood pressure to the sky. I don't have to yell. I don't gotta scream. I don't have to prove that I can say the more wittier thing than you. I don't really care about any of that because I know who I am. You feel me? And the thing I wanted to talk about today is the art of saying no. And believe it or not, a lot of people say, I can say no, but they really can't. They really have a difficult time saying no. Or when they say no, they feel like they have to explain their reasons why not. I don't do that. If I say no, then it's just no. Like, the answer is no, and I'm not doing it. I don't want it. I don't feel like it, and I don't want to. Now, you can still do it, Supreme. Like no topic is like original, or no topic is banned once one person does it. You can talk about it too. A lot of people suck at saying no, Bambi. Like, well, let me read the comments in case someone's watching the replay and doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. Supreme said, "Damn it, coach. Damn it, coach. This was going to be a topic of mine soon. I'm not even joking." Bambi said, "I suck at saying no." BFF said, "Cool. Everyone take this Monday slow. LOL. I suck at saying no." Oh, Bambi, you must be in a bad area because your comments are repeating themselves like 3 times. Bambi says, "I suck at saying no." So what? Like when you have an issue saying no, I really want to know, like, what is it? Like, is it because you don't want people to think that you're a mean person? You don't want people to. You don't want to let anybody down. Like, what do you think the reason is? Because I don't have a problem saying no at all. Maybe I'm mean. I hear him saying it too, Coach. I have a problem. I don't have no problem saying no. If I don't want to do something, I will say no. I don't want to. And I don't have to explain it. Like sometimes if the person keeps going, I'll give them kind of an explanation as to why not. But if I don't want to do something, I I just don't want to do that. For instance, like, so this, the reason why I'm talking about this today, like this topic, I think I was in Corey's live the other day and she was talking about, I think this was yesterday, she was talking about this. I'm not going to talk about like the issue that she was having, but we ended up talking about saying no and how it's hard for some people to say no. And I was just thinking about it, and I was really thinking about myself, and like I was like, dang, where did I get that from? Like the ability to just be like, no. No. Bambi said, disappointment, I think, is my issue. I don't want to hurt someone's feelings. But you know what I think, Bambi? And I don't know if you agree with this, or maybe you never thought about this. If you don't say no, if you say yes to someone when you really don't want to or don't have the ability to do something, you end up hurting yourself. So who's more important, them or you? And that's not selfish. I mean, well, I guess you can look at it as selfish, but I feel like this. We have the responsibility of making sure that our mental health and our well-being is intact because ain't nobody else going to do that. So if you're always people pleasing and you're always seeking other people's approval, what about your own approval? And what about your own time? What's up, pretty heart? Supreme said, I'm not talking about Bambi. Wait, let me see. I'm not talking about Bambi. Okay, then, stop. I love messing with Supreme. I'm not talking about Bambi. Here, but some people are just not assertive enough to say no, and they're too passive. Yeah, I really believe that, and I'm like, I watch people run themselves around in circles, in circles, in circles, trying to please people that don't care about them. Like nobody cares, and you take all your time throwing all this energy on other people, and you have nothing left for yourself, and you are the person that you spend the most time with. So what about letting yourself down? What about disappointing yourself? F down. No. Supreme said again, I'm not talking about Bambi. I consider her a friend. Hi, Anthony's. What's up, shouty? I keep telling you I'm driving. We know you driving, Supreme. BFF said it's not selfish, it's self-preservation. Yes. is self-preservation, and that is so important, guys. I don't know. I'm actually very grateful that I'm the way I am, and I don't care. Like, there's some people that won't like me. I speak my mind. I know that it might not seem that way sometimes, but I do speak my mind. I'm not gonna sugarcoat things, only a certain degree. I'm not gonna swear and be mean on, well, I'm not gonna swear on YouTube as much because the guidelines say not to. They tell you that. Pretty hard. What I want, my sister? Right. I know, Anthony's. I know you have no issue saying no. I know that. Cause me, I'ma say no. I'ma say no too. I'ma say it. And it's not. I don't think that it's mean. I think some people really do look at it as, oh my gosh, you said no. Yes, I said no. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'll say that if I want to be nice. No, thank you. See, doesn't that put a nice little, it puts a little sugar on it? No, thank you. No, no, thank you. These people don't get two F's about y'all. For real, take it from me. 4 people, yes. For real, they don't. People only care about what works for them and what serves them. And sometimes, if you don't follow along with the party and the party is going this way and you like, nah, I'm good. People are like, come on, come with us, come over here. And then they get arrested and you it's being dumb going with them. No, I said no, y'all dumb as hell. I'm not coming. Stand on your own too. Pretty Heart saying hi to BFF. Anthony said, I used to be a people pleaser. How did that work out for you, baby? When we are people pleasers, how does that work out for you? The person that you have to spend the most time with, when all them pleased people are gone, you left sitting there with yourself. And would those same pleased people turn around and say, you know what? Anthony's never says no. Let's go and do something nice for Anthony's. Absolutely not. The next time they come to you, they're asking you for something else. And they only come when they want something because they know you gonna say yes. Supreme said no, they don't. Woo! Anthony said they'd be so shocked. I said no because it was a time I only said yes. When you say no, boy, you get your power back. I want you guys to practice. I really do. Like, if you have issues saying no, practice. And don't be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't because I just don't. No. The answer is no. And if they're like, why not? No, thank you. No, thank you. Period. Anthony said they'd be so shocked. I said no because there was a time I only said yes. Lisa said, hey, coach. What's up, Lisa? How are you? That's right, Pretty Heart. And I mean it, damn it. I used to explain myself so much. Anthony says, facts. Anthony's, yes. Baby, I'm going to make my own party and keep it moving. I was bullied when I was younger, so it made me a loner. Yep. What's up, Lala? Listening in the shower. Okay, Lala. Ew. Getting ready for work. I know you had to go to work earlier today, so you came back home, you're going to shower, and then go back and do some more classes. I would love to do that. Oh, just work out all day. That would be fun. Anthony said, being a people pleaser left me looking stupid. For sure. And it's really something that I be trying. Like, I have friends that they always people pleasing, and they're always so concerned about what other people think about them. And I don't like that for you. They don't care. Exactly. Pretty Heart said, I just shared you out. Thank you so much. Yes, it left me used and empty. Anthony said, I say no and don't explain nothing. Right? Because I'm grown and don't want to. When they say why, I say because I said so. The fuck? Pretty Heart said, and I mean it, damn it. Pretty Heart talking to BFF saying, I'm blessed and feeling good. Anthony says, people don't know it, but it's a lot of people pleasers that think people should really look it up. They don't realize it. Yeah, they don't. People don't realize it, and they really take the time out of their life, this one little life we got, and worry about other people. And then get bitter because they turn around and nobody's there for them. No one. Supreme said, some little white kids just asked me to pull my air horn. I said no. Now I feel racist. Thanks, coach. Tell him no. I can't do that. You little. Anthony said yes. Worried about other people who ain't even thinking about them. And it's a real thing. And it's really tough for some people to do. Like, it's really difficult for them to do. Like, really tough. Because I sit, I be in a lot of people's lives here on YouTube. And I just watch. I just watch people's behavior a lot. This a part of what I do. And I see it a lot. Like, people pleasing, wanting to be a support to everyone, and spending so much time in everybody else's lives and on everybody else's videos that they don't have any time for their own content. And then they turn around and get mad because the same people aren't doing the same thing for them. Huh? Coach, you and BFF read the comments and like, y'all so organized. Yeah, that's my baby boy. That's my little honey, y'all. He told the story of how we met, but he, BFF, he always wanted to throw sauce on me. Pause. Or maybe not. Depends. It depends. Hold on. I'm gonna address BFF in a minute. Hold on. Pretty Heart said, I know the feeling of being used, but I guess people don't like my ass now, and I don't care. Listen, I think if we are all honest with ourselves, the reason how you come to, I keep saying really suggestive things, don't I, today? I guess, nasty. I don't know. But I think if you're honest with yourself, there was a time in your life when you did people please and you weren't saying no. And you got burned. And that made you into the hardened no-sayer that you are today. Because you learned that people just don't care. People don't care, and they're not going to give you the same energy that you give them. They're not. And that's okay. Like, I be telling I'm saying Albie, but y'all know him as BFF. I be telling him this all the time. I'm like, when people act up, like they do something, right? Like some kind of behavior, and you take offense to it, I don't take it personally, because I look at it as it's their issue, not my issue. And the way that they're acting in this moment isn't a personal attack on me. It's really just the way they are. And that's their problem. So I'm not going to let it stress me out. Do you understand what I'm saying? And he'd be like, nah, F that. They disrespectful. Yeah, he is funny. Wait, I'm gonna talk about him. Hi, Bree Bree. How are you? For real, Anthony said, pretty, when people don't like you, life is so peaceful. Yes. Like, honestly, because they'll leave you the hell alone. And you can be peaceful as hell and move about your day and your world the way you need to. Because life is tough enough without having to worry about tending to 1,000,001 people. That's the truth. Bree said, Coach, you are my favorite girl. I am? Why? Why am I your favorite, Bree? Tell me. Supreme said, okay, I'm parked now. Nowhere in the YouTube terms and conditions does it say not to cuss. I even have a video where Connor was saying you can cuss. Well, I'm not cursing. How about that? Boop, boop, boop. The Great Debater. Hello, The Great Debater. How are you, darling? I've never seen you here before. Are you subscribed to the channel, love? If not, you should consider subscribing. I'm Coach Mean Reen. How are you, darling? Welcome. Yeah, we're gonna talk about BFF in a minute because he was talking real tough during the his interview or his appearance on Kinky Infusions. Lala said people don't like you and don't like themselves either. Yes. Or, you know what I've discovered, guys? Sometimes when someone doesn't like you, it's because you have a quality that they wish they had. And their dislike for you is really envy. And jealousy and envy, they're not exactly the same. I think jealousy is like the big sister of envy. But when people are envious of you or jealous, or it festers into jealousy, like full-blown jealousy, it's going to show up and look like they don't like you. But they really, deep down, underneath it all, they really admire you. And they're mad at themselves because they can't be you. Because I'm telling you, man, I get people that just don't mess with me. And for the most part, I understand why. I'm not the average person, right? Like, I'll tell you no. You know, my whole workout thing, you already know. And everywhere we go, if I'm going on a trip, if I'm doing whatever, and we're with other people, I don't care what we got going on, I'm going to work out first. And some people really internalize that. But I'm doing something for me. Why are you internalizing it? It's weird. So that led me to believe that some people really become envious because you're doing something that they think they can't do. You know? Do you guys understand what I mean? Supreme said, yo, real. Yes, coach, I'm one of the, wait. Yes, coach is one of my faves. Ooh, I love it, Antonise. Same, baby girl. Fabi said, I used to say yes all the time. It took one person to ruin that for everyone else just because I said no to her for the very first time. Do you know that Beyonce? Remember that Beyonce song? She said, I said, yes, we could be together. Yes, you, all them yeses. The first time I said no, it's like I never said yes. You know it's so powerful. It will turn people into the beast that they are. It will turn people into the devil. All of that sheep's clothing will shed when you say no. Don't believe me? Do it. Thank you, Bree. She said, Coach, I don't know why. You're so pretty. Thank you. Fabi says, some people do know how to take advantage of you just because you're nice. Shame on them. Yes. Anthony says she's like Supreme, but a girl version, and she don't cuss as much. Hi, Chico. What in the world we got going on today? We over here talking crazy. Love your British accent, coach. Oh, thank you. I wish I could really talk with my British accent. If y'all met my cousins, their accent is so fire. Like, it's so fire. The black British accent is so dope. It's like, you know, like when you watch a show and you hear British people speaking and they're like, Tim Crumpet and the black, when we put our sauce on stuff, it just turns it into something else. I love hearing them talk. It's so great. Hopefully one day I could get my cousin, but she's so shy, my cousin Nina, to come on to a live and do a live with me so you guys can hear it. Because she has all the personality in the world. But she's like, I don't want to get on live, mate. You would love her, guys. You was cursing? Wait, hold on. Pretty was cursing? The Great Debater said, I met you on What She Said channel. All right. Well, welcome, my love. Welcome. Supreme said the gayest word in the English language is gooch. So you watched that whole thing. Supreme watched the whole interview. Let me get through these. Oh my Lord, I am behind in the chat. All right, I'm sorry guys. I'm gonna skip some of this. Ciao. If I skip your comment, just put it back at the bottom or something. Because I'm gonna start from the bottom and we're gonna go to the top. And I don't care what y'all say about me. That's what I'm doing. Hello, Stick to It is in the building. No, that's Antonice is gonna talk about the big beautiful bill, Supreme. What's up, Real Odds? Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Oh, y'all was just saying hi to each other. Ooh, Real Eyes dropped a bar. Hold on. Look, your biggest haters are secretly your biggest fans. They will watch, critique, and constantly watch. Sounds like a fan from the bushes to me. Amen. Let me tell you, that is the daggone truth. I have had some people that used to be cool with me that just turned into people that aren't cool with me and stop messing with me altogether. Ask me if I care though. And that thing, I swear to you guys, like, I'd be like, is there something wrong with me? Should I care that people like don't like? Should you care? And then I'm like, why? Like, I really think about this. I'm like, because I literally keep it moving. Like, I don't, like, if you don't mess with me, I could be in the same room with you and have a ball and turn up and not care that you're in the room. Ask BFF if he's still here. He's working, so he might be in and out. But I could be in a room and I know you don't mess with me. You don't even speak. You don't acknowledge me, nothing. And I could be in the same room with you and turn up and have a ball. And not like be like, oh my God, like, why isn't she talking? I don't give a fudge. I don't give a fudge. I'm like, am I a serial killer? Should you care? Like, if people... I really don't care. I don't care. It's something, boy. People are fake. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not reading all the comments. I appreciate everybody for commenting. Please don't hold it against me. But I was super behind in the chat because I run my mouth. I start talking, guys. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Supreme is a hater, yo. Supreme said, Coach, be quiet. You act like you got haters. Don't nobody not like you. I want me to name them. You don't pay attention, Supreme. One of them be in your chat and everybody else's chat, but don't be in mine. That's a clue. They probably in the bushes though. She probably be watching. Hey. No, I'm not. No, I am not. Oh, no, you will not. Everybody, this is the thing though. Everybody is not going to like you. And that is okay. Everybody's not going to like you. What you going to do? You going to have what are you going to do? If somebody doesn't like you, what are you going to do to make them like you? You can't. You can't make some people just not going to take to you. And that's perfectly fine. Or sometimes people just, like, you have an incident with them, or they had an incident in their head with you, or you said something maybe that offended them or that they didn't like. I know that I can do that because I'm a straight shooter. And I talk about topics that are sensitive for some people. And some people don't want to hear that. And just my mere existence. I'm a big girl that works out all of the time. So for some people that are sitting on their couch and they're not moving, right? They're going to look at me like who she thinks she is. Because you hold up a mirror and they see themselves and they don't like what they see. So I'm going to hate you. That's how it goes. Well, hate on, hater. Yo, Lala, I'm just scrolling and reading the comments that catch my eye, guys. I'm so sorry, but not really. But y'all get it. You get it, right? Good. What? Anthony, the chat mans. We scrolling the chat mans. Juicy and raw with Lala. Ooh. Said, watch me play with my balls while you in the bushes, lurker. Yeah, there's lurkers up. It's Supreme acting funny, but he know goddamn well there's people that don't mess with me. He said, DM me. You wanna know? Cause what you said in your live, you said, I don't want to know about people drama. Don't be DMing me talking about so and so don't like me. Didn't you say that? Anthony Supreme. Yes, to be honest, Coach live panel is how I found Supreme elevated and Coach. I am so happy. Yay! Listen, Antonice, I started following you when you did your interview with Fee. Because when you did your interview with Fee, I was cracking up. I was like, yo, this girl is hilarious. And I started watching your vlogs, but you wasn't posting. And I'm like, why doesn't she post more? And you were saying in that interview that you was gonna start posting more, and you still didn't. Did I say hi to Stick to It? Yo, Stick to It last night when you did your when you came onto the live last night, onto the stage, and you shared your testimony. I thought that was powerful. Guys, if you haven't, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to clip my live. I'm going to figure out how to do that. I'm going to clip that section of the live, and I'm going to put that up as a separate video. Because I want other black men to see that. Because there's nothing like hearing what you said from another black man. Like, I thought that was very powerful. So I'm going to do that. Supreme said, I got to know now. Think about it, Supreme. You smart. Lala said, everybody ain't for everybody that mess with other people, hunty. A fan of one don't mean a fan of another. Amen. Real Eye says, flowing as usual, Black FF. Hope all is well with you, brother. Anthony said, I don't want everyone to like me. Word. With that fake energy. When people don't like me, I do stuff to make them hate me even more. Wait a minute. Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. That's the kind of girl I need down on my team. Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. That's the way I like it. Supreme said, DM me, BFF, pause. Supreme can't take it. I love y'all. Real everything Gucci, appreciate you, bro. Hope everything even on your side. Jay, you better. Kiss from Jay. Hello, Jay. How are you, darling? Supreme said, Jay, you better effing start speaking to me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm skipping so much. I know y'all like, oh my God, this lady is a mess. Coach, tell Jay I'm going to kick her butt if she keeps ignoring me. Wait, what? Jay's ignoring you? Ooh, wait, she ain't respond? Ooh, what you did, Supreme? Ooh. What you did? You did something. What you did? What you did, Jay? Tell me. Don't tell him. Tell me. No doubt. Appreciate it. At the Supreme View, got you. Just tell Coach, stop side shooting and take the shot. It's not worth it. I was just using that as an example. It's really not worth it to even mention the person's name or to go on and on about it. I was only really using that as an example. Because if I didn't say it, you wouldn't know, right? So I was kind of using that as an example of how even if people don't like you, you just keep it moving. Like, don't be so engulfed with what other people think about you and worry about your goddamn self. Okay? That's the reason why I really said it. Real I said, you can be in someone's chat and not know there's a so-called beef and they won't like that chat and you have no idea what's going on and now you dislike for saying hi. For real. And that's insanity to me. Like, I will never be like, oh, just because someone doesn't mess with me means they shouldn't mess with everyone else or anyone else. And just because you are in communication with them means I'm gonna be mad at you too. Like, are we in high school? We grown, right? I thought so. We grown. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me read the. She said, "Hey, twin, what you talking about?" She spoke to you. She spoke to you, Supreme. There will never be no beef with me and my twin. I was just trolling her. Word. I love y'all. Y'all talking to each other. Yes, we grown. Okay, finally got to the end of the chat. Now I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. If you guys were in, if you guys were in the Kinky Infusions interview featuring BFF, he told a little story about how him and I met, right? And his story was almost accurate, except for a major thing. Okay. When we met, I was a club promoter. I used to promote clubs, club parties for plus size girls. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but there are parties for like big girls. But the thing is, I ain't gonna say that. But yes, there are parties for big like that BBWs, like there's parties for that. So I was a promoter for those parties. And so normally at the parties, I'm gonna be real, like the guys that would come were not my cup of tea. This is about fitness. What you talking about, BFF? The guys were not my cup of tea. They would normally dress in like extremely baggy jeans with button-down shirts and dress shoes. That's not my scene. But like I made good money promoting the parties, so I would do that. But I was never expecting like a dude that I actually would date to be at the party. So one night I was at the party and I'm talking to this guy. I don't even remember what he looked like. I didn't remember anything. I was just being nice because I was a promoter, and he approached me, so I sat down with him talking to him. And then somebody came and snatched my shoe and ran off. I didn't see who it was. I had no idea who grabbed my shoe and ran off. And then they bought my shoe back. And I was still sitting with this guy talking to him, and he's telling me about how he want to get married and all of this stuff. And I'm like, well, you ain't marrying me. No, like, I'm just being nice. Ladies, have you ever been at a party and the guy's talking to you and you just being nice and sitting talking to him and you have no intention of anything? I didn't even exchange numbers with this guy. So anywho, I finally get away from him and I was walking around the club, and then I see this guy sitting all by himself, and he has really broad shoulders and a strong back. And I was like, ooh, he looked cute. He had on this black sweater and blue jeans. Like, he was dressed like a human being, like a regular, my type of dude, like laid back, chilling. He had on Prada, like sneaker shoes on, a black sweater, and blue jeans. And I was like, who's that? So I walked over there and I sat next to him, right? And I was like, hi, what's your name? I was like, what's your name? And he looking at me like I got 12 heads. And I'm like, what? Like, why is he looking at me like that? I don't know. So then he gave me some fake name talking about his name is Al B. And I was like, what did your mama name you? Your mama ain't name you no Al B. So then he gave me his real name, and the rest is history. He claims that I was drunk. I wasn't drunk. I was sober. I was perfectly sober. Anywho, yeah, he grabbing my shoes and stuff. Real eyes, people snatching heels and stuff. Hide your heels, hide your lace fronts. So ladies, just I'm saying all of this in jest, The reality is, I was not looking for no man. I wasn't looking for any of that. And I met my person in the club. So don't be listening to all these people talking about you can't meet your man in the club. You can't meet your man in a bar. You can't meet your man wherever. You never know where you're going to meet him. You never know. I'm not saying go to the bar, carousing the bar looking for your person. I'm not saying that though. But you never know where you're going to meet your person. You never know. What did I do now? Okay, Kareem. Supreme wrote a whole novel. Let's read it. BFF hit you with a fake name. You know what I'm saying? Talking about well, now his nickname is Al B. But that's not your government. I need your government name. What's your name here? Supreme said, why do women always be like, what did your mama name you? Like, that's the name I had to be defined by. I don't even like my mama. It doesn't matter what you name me. I changed my name. That shit burns me up. Woo, Supreme is funny. Like my mama is the end all be. She is. Your mama is the beginning and the end. If it wasn't for her, you would not exist. Oh, hello, somebody. Real Odd says, cause too much and it starts looking like cross-dress. I don't mind a little bit though. Let me tell you something. And what sober woman lets a stranger take their shoe? You took my shoe. What am I supposed to do? Run around the club with and let my foot touch the dirty club floor while you ran off with my shoe? I'm not doing that. I'm a lady. So I was like, he gonna bring it back? Where you going? Everybody inside. I knew he was coming back. Just kidding. That's a great club love story. Listen. No, I'm not telling them. Supreme said Coach is telling y'all to look for a mate in the club. No. Oh, see, Antonice met her man in the club 18 years ago. See? And I bet you wasn't looking for no man that night either, right, Antonice? Ooh, well then, if it's his nickname, that's not bad. No, it's his nickname, but I'm like, I can't be like, oh, Al B. I need your name. What your mama named you? Oh yeah, oh I did. He said you looked him up on Facebook and sent a friend request, and he said, you're mine now. I didn't say that. He's a liar. Did I say that? Did I say that? Did I say you're mine now? I did for real? I don't remember that part. Look, here goes Supreme. No, that's 100% wrong. If it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't exist. The seed comes from the dad. The woman just has the egg. Come on here, biology. Like immediately, I did, right? Who the hell did I think I was, child? But listen, them shoulders, like, and this is young bull Albie. This is, ooh, child. I was like, ooh, who is that? Oh, you ain't getting away, brother. Don't get me started. I'll straighten you out on my own chat. Anthony said, y'all so funny. Y'all remind me of me and my boo. I'm the outgoing life of the party, and he the chill, laid back. No, I'll be getting it in though. Like he do a little bit. He chill. Yep. Antonice, you're well. A2R, you're amazing. Yep. Get a BFF. Why y'all supposed to be on my side? Dang, I gotta go soon. That's super dope. No, I talked about it on my vlog a long time ago. Oh my God, these lives are driving me nuts. Supreme. Yo, Supreme be getting so mad. I'm like, yo, chill, Supreme. Take a deeper look. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. I got his number but went home with somebody else. What? Anthony's? I ain't too dear now. I went home with my girls, and then he said I called him the next day. I think he got that wrong too. I think he called me. He called me because I gave him. I think, did we exchange number? I think he called me. I don't think I called him. I can't remember that part, but he might be right. It doesn't really matter. What was super smooth? What, the way I finessed him and then bagged that? You know what I'm saying? I walked up to him like, hey, baby. Look, my mama said, give these little girls Al B in the streets. I ain't no little girl. I'm big mama. Okay? Get it right. Miss Open, welcome to the live. I'm about to end it, though, guys, because I have to get back to work and everything. Yeah, Novelty Queen. They said, long time. What's up? Where you been, Novelty? And where's Fabby? I saw Fabby in here. Woo, this chat is moving. Stick to it. Say, y'all really helping me start my day. Shout out to the chat and coach. Word. Look at this guy. Supreme. Supreme! You called me. Ain't no. I called you? I really don't remember. So, child, if I called you, I called you. I mean, shoot. There go Fabby. But them are not. No, they're not. To be honest with you, every question that was asked during the Kinky Infusions, like the anonymous questions, me and BFF have an open, like, we talk about everything. So there's no fantasy of his that I don't know. There's no whatever sexual desire. We've spoken about if we broke up, what that would look like. We speak about everything. So there were no questions that were like a shock to us. And then asking like if he finds any girl from from Are You Locked In attractive. Like, that's core. Like, if you are in a relationship with any man or any person, like men and women included, just because you're in a relationship and in a committed relationship doesn't mean that you've all of a sudden become blind. You're still going to acknowledge that there are other people that are attractive. But acknowledging that somebody else is attractive is not the same thing as cheating and acting out your attraction for somebody. That's two totally different things. So you can think people are attractive. Most of us from Are You Locked In, if not all, are attractive people. Either it's your physical looks or your personality might be attractive. We are attractive people. Most of the time, like content creators, I can't say every single one, but you have some type of attractive quality about you. And that's probably why you're a content creator. Some people are very good looking. Other people have a very good looking personality that makes them attractive. So that question to me was a little juvenile, and it probably came from someone that ain't in nobody relationship. Like a real lifelong relationship where you guys speak about real things. Like, if you're not gonna be real with your partner and you feel like you gotta be walking on eggshells and stuff, and you can't say to your partner, so and so, I find so and so attractive, or you can't talk about your real desires, like, what are y'all really doing? So I was cracking up. I was like, child, y'all gotta ask better questions than that. If Coach wasn't married, she would bang. What? The first comment I see is from my old husband talking about If Coach wasn't married, she would bang all. I would never bang anything. I am a virgin. Ah. Anthony said, I'm going to have to listen on playback. Okay, baby. Lie back in, girl. Reverend Supreme thought the collection plate was for donuts. I know I missed stuff, guys. Look, I love y'all. Yes, you do have the comment section popping. Jay, I saw you put a few things. Let me see if I can scroll back up and highlight some of these. Oh, yes, you got to get on Kinky Infusions, Anthony's. That would be so fire and so hilarious. Oh, my God. That would be wild. Coach, DM me. I will, Supreme. The anonymous questions, if you have a conversation for real with your spouse, like, child, I'm not answering Supreme's crazy thing, talking about threesomes with people, you know what kind of people, that I ain't saying that word. Jay said, Anthony's, I think it was only like that for BFF though, because prior to that, not a lot of people were adding questions in the anonymous section. I got the comment. Yes, baby, did. Lord Jesus, she literally sat on live with a straight face and said, "All the girls look good." Jesus, remember that. Look, yo, Supreme is really cuckoo, y'all. You know that? Y'all know that, right? Jay said, BFF is madly in love with Coach, so I didn't have a problem asking anything, LOL. Now, if I was skeptical about someone else, to ask those questions to know that's another thing, LOL, I probably would skip. She hasn't seen that comment yet. What comment? Oh, I did see the comment, sir. I will go on record and say all of these women definitely do not look good. Oh my God. Oh, stick with it. Let me bless you right now, brother. Stick with it said, hey Coach, next time can I get a wrench? Be hard to leave the chat sub and come back. Yeah, I did. I got you. Y'all want to be ashamed of yourself. Tell all these girls they look good. The level of enabling is keeping them unhealthy. Oh my goodness. Supreme, you do not hear everything. I think Supreme hears keywords and then runs with it. I said some people are physically attractive. Other people have really attractive personalities. Everybody's definition of attraction is different. Okay? Some people like big girls. Some people like skinny girls. Some people like tall girls. It doesn't, like, just because you, Supreme, don't find someone attractive doesn't mean that someone else does not find them attractive. Did you ever think about that? Do you know that there are some women out there that don't like light-skinned, bald-headed guys that wear glasses? Did you know that? But then there's somebody else that be like, God damn, Supreme is so handsome. Same thing. There is somebody for everybody. So yes, I do think that everybody is attractive in their own way. Yes. Babylon. Boop. He said, no, I'm on a loud truck. Yep. Yeah, I saw it, babe. I saw what you said now. Child. You gonna get it later. You gonna get it later. No, I'm just kidding. Not well. Yes, God made all the girls beautiful. Yes, Lala. Lala said, you never know what people be going through when they don't look in the mirror. Ooh, that's a bar. You really don't. People be going through, and if you don't have that, if you don't experience that, and you really don't go through things like that, Thank whoever you believe in. Thank the universe, thank God, thank whoever you believe in, that is not a factor in your life. Because people be going through it. Supreme said that means the girls with good personalities or ugly as hell. I understand, we're on the same page now. So Lala said, I like big girls with good credit. Hello, somebody. Give me that good credit, child. I'm ignoring Supreme. We're gonna ignore Supreme because he's trolling right now, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get her on. Anthony said, hold on, I have a question. Why nobody ain't never told me Sugar Kisses is so good at editing? Who's Sugar Kisses? Is that person in here? I don't know who that is. Who's Sugar Kisses? Somebody help me. I don't know who that is. Supreme said, at the end of the day, you just have to be self-aware and show of yourself. Just because I don't think you're pretty shouldn't affect how you feel about yourself. It's called self-esteem. Exactly. Exactly. You call her Sugar Kisses? Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah. Did you watch her latest video? I liked it. I really did. I really liked her. Look at me. I was scrolling up like, did I miss somebody? Who's Sugar Kisses? She calls Sugar Kisses Kiss from Jade. Supreme must be doing talk to text. Yo, guys, I really don't feel like it. I don't want to go back to work, but I have to. I'm checking these emails, and there's like countless. Oh, wow. This week actually for work isn't gonna be too bad. I really can't complain, y'all. Yeah, we use Outlook, we use Teams, all of that fun stuff. Thank God for a full plate. Look, Jay said, what's Outlook? That's dope that you don't have to know what Outlook is, Jay. You don't want to know. It's an email system. It's a Microsoft system that we use. Look at Trish. Hi, Trish. What's up? So we have neared the end. So what I want to just touch on real quick, because I don't want this to brew into like a thing, okay? So yesterday, what's his name? What's the guy's name? Oh my God, Stash. Woo! Stash Cash did a battle, like that battle thing, the verses. He did a battle with BD. They did two. First one they did was 50 Cent against Lil Wayne. And I don't know why anybody would think that Lil Wayne was going to beat 50 Cent. Like, what? But anyway, they did that battle first. And then they did a second battle of Lil Wayne against T.I. And whoever will put T.I. up against Lil Wayne is dumb. Right? So, then in the chat, this is what always happens, right? In the chat, everybody starts talking, oh, we should keep this going and we should do this with females. So then I think Corey said she wanted to do it, and then either she mentioned doing it, like doing the verses with me, or Elevate. Somebody said it, and it ended up turning into like, oh yeah, that would be a good idea, Coach versus Corey. The answer is no. I'm not trying to like kill the fun or anything, but I just don't. That's not my scene. Like I love music. But the thing is, the reason why I don't want to do a versus is because, and this is really not fair. Like I don't know, you guys don't, everybody doesn't come to my class. So everybody doesn't get that I got hundreds of playlists. Like my music game is, and this is not like a flex. This is just reality based on the fact that I've been doing my classes now for 5 years. So I've dug in the crates. I do a throwback Thursday every single Thursday. I do a Caribbean night or whatever every single Wednesday. I have so much music. It would be overwhelming to find 20 songs. Like, and that's not really something I want to do. I think it would be more fun with two people that are kind of on the same level with music to go up against each other. And I hope that doesn't sound like shade. It's not really shade. I'm just being honest. Wait, hold on. I saw it and rolled my eyes, Supreme. That's what y'all do at the truth. Roll your eyes. Shut up, Supreme. B.I.G. who's laying in the bed with the transsexual on that video. What are you talking about? It sounds like shade. Of course it would. Of course, because it's honest. And but I ain't trying to be shady. I'm just being real. I just feel like it'll be better with two people like that don't have this class that they do every single day with all of these playlists, guys. I'm on my phone right now, so I can't show you. It'll be a lot. And like even someone that does like regularly, someone like the Damo, because he does like, he's a DJ, so he probably has so many songs. Like if he was to battle somebody, child, like it's gonna be a mess. Because Damo probably got songs that you don't even think about because that's his thing. He's a DJ. I have songs that people won't even think about because I do this class and I try to have different songs. So if we do a Caribbean night, you're going to think, if we did a reggae 90s night, most people are going to think of Murder, She Wrote and songs like that, right? But I got songs that you probably forgot about, like a lot. So, ciao. You get XXL? Me and my wife get this wine called Double XL Peach. It was amazing. Yeah, it is good. Have you tried the apple or the pineapple Supreme? Those are good too. But that wine is like yikes. So right, so you too, cause right, Lala, you do classes too. So it's like when you do classes, it's you really dig into the crates with music. Yeah, Supreme. The apple was good. The pineapple was good. Which other one? I didn't really like the strawberry, and I forgot what it's mixed with, but I didn't really like that. Yeah, I'm making another baby Supreme. You know, I tried that on live. Yeah, that wine, I don't know if that's wine. I think they put something else in there. Because it is strong. What's going on in Texas? It's all these floods. God bless everybody in Texas. If anyone lives in Texas, please be safe. It's like a bunch of floods happening. Yeah, it's real good. Supreme said no more babies. Well, you better not drink that XXL. You better not drink that XXL. You know who would be so dope? Why, Jay, you don't want to do a verses with somebody? Like, you don't want to do verses, Jay? Like Jay, and I was saying Lala, but I didn't even take into consideration that Lala also does classes. And I know you got music upon music upon music upon music. That's like Damo battling somebody. He would have to battle another DJ. Because he got so many songs. Yes, Jay, I just saw it. It just popped up on my screen. That is terrible. Yeah, and right. So Jay, so maybe you kind of understand what I mean. So like, let's say if you're going to do African music, right? because you have such a vast knowledge of African music, you will want to battle somebody else that also has the same knowledge of African music, right? Because I know some songs, but I don't know all of the songs. And that's the same way I feel about like dancehall or reggae. Like, you would have to like be 90s reggae, like for real, for real. So I get what you're saying, Jay. All right, Lala, enjoy. Have a great class. It's kind of hard to. I mean, I hope you get. I hope it's not meant to be shade. It's not meant to turn like to make anybody feel a certain kind of way. But I know people feel a certain kind of way if you don't just say yes to everything that they want you to do. Sometimes, I'm not saying anybody in particular. I'm just saying in general. Yes, I would want to battle someone that could go toe to toe with me. So if I was to do a versus with somebody, it would have to be like a DJ, like maybe Damo, maybe Lala. But I don't really want to do verse. That's not really my scene. I like to watch it and be in the comments talking shit. That's not really my scene. I don't want to, you know. Read my comments before last, coach. The same day. Wait, hold on. On the same day that boat blew up on Lake Lanier, another boat blew up on a lake in Alabama that was built over a black neighborhood too. Wow. The ancestors are acting up. They sick of this shit. That's right. Blow it up. Tear it up! Y'all remember that? Y'all watch Glory? They were like, tear it up! And they tore up the check. Tear it up! That's what the ancestors are saying about them boats. Right, that's kind of what I mean. And it's not shade, Jay. Like, I wouldn't want to battle you with African music because I feel like I would be like, it's like a letdown because you're going to be playing songs. And then the audience too. Like, if the audience really isn't into like the African music you listen to, they're not going to know which one was more of a banger than the other. You know, you want it to be lit. Like, you want it to be lit, like... So, it sounds nice, but... I would prefer to see Supreme and Stash do their damn battle that they've been talking about forever. That's what I would want to see. I would want to see that. I would want to see... If there's another DJ that could go up against Damo, I would want to see that. Like... I know BFF, like when he battles, it's hilarious because he did one during the pandemic with his brother, and my God, we had such a good time that night. Supreme said, no, not doing that no more. I'm taking my channel in a different direction. I feel you, Supreme. I feel you. I totally understand that. And it's no, you know... Like if we, you know what would be cool though? If when we meet up, like in person, and we're just like chilling and having a good time, like just, and everybody want to take a turn at the DJ helm and play songs and hook their phone up to the stereo or whatever. We could do something like that. That would be fun. I think that would be fun. But I don't want to do the verse. I think that's kind of like Stash's lane. That's, you know, on his channel. That's his lane. I don't know what y'all think about that, but that's what I think, and that's what it is. Okay? You see the artist saying no? No! I said no. So also, that art of saying no also can go into, like, your cravings, right? Because sometimes we don't say no. We don't say no to our cravings, and we're going to have to say no. I'm going to be doing a late summer challenge. I'm going to start, I think, I can't remember the date right now off the top of my head. I've been thinking about it, like when I'm going to start it and trying to start planning it out. Yes, it does, Supreme. And I'm telling you, like, summertime, me and ice cream. I just want to eat it all day. But we can't do that. Like, we cannot, you know? But I want to do that. I want to do a challenge, just like recentering um ourselves from the barbecue food and the whatnots. I like cheese, meat. Yo, Supreme. I think we have similar. Well, nah, cause I don't know what the heck you was eating. You was eating before with them plastic noodles, but I love cheesecake. I love cheesecake. I love cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory. My favorite one from them is the chocolate cheesecake. Oh my god, and I love fried chicken too. But when Supreme, when you start going left and you start ordering McDonald's and all of this, that's where you lose me, brother. But you stop doing that. You have been delivered. Y'all don't have City Cafe. I don't think so. Is it like a chain restaurant? I don't think so. I don't think we have that here. That's a southern thing. That's a Tennessee thing. What is there to do in Tennessee besides come and harass you? Because me and hubby was talking about doing like little weekend trips and going to like different states in America. And just going for the weekend and exploring, like going to Chicago, going to wherever. Like, so we were just trying to think of different cities we could visit. I'm not even being funny or trolling. You would love Tennessee. I've never been there. The only thing I think about when I think of Tennessee is that song, Take Me to Another Place, Take Me to Another Land. Tennessee. But I've never been there. I would like to go to more southern places. I've never been to Louisiana. I've never been to Alabama. I've never been to Mississippi. I want to go there. Google check. You know who? I have a content creator that I watch that's from Chattanooga. But she don't ever be going nowhere. Like, she don't go out. She just films a lot in her house. Nashville. That's where, like, they have the Black Music Museum, ain't it? No, those places suck. Tennessee is... Yo, Supreme, the way you talk, Supreme, you really should do a podcast. And like a faceless podcast. And just say all the crazy things you want to say. OMG, it's so pretty. What's so pretty? Yes, wait, Supreme. Stay in Gatlinburg. Are you from Tennessee too, Anthony's? You live in Florida, right? Don't you live in Florida? See, I've been to Florida. I like Florida. I'm being nosy, y'all. I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm telling you to Google. Oh, Gatlinburg. That sounds... Is it rich? It sounds like a rich place. Let's Google it. Let's do it together, guys. Wow, I want to move. I told my boo, when the kids get grown, I want to move far away, out of the way and chill. You would love it. The Black History Museum is in Memphis. Memphis. Isn't Memphis hood? Like... Oh, yeah. What am I doing? Gatlin Berg. Who the hell is this? Please hold, y'all. Hey guys, the UN police. Oh, I just told y'all where I am. The police are here, and they're looking for somebody. So they want access to our camera. So I gotta go. So I gotta call hubby. I'll call y'all back later. Bye. This is juicy. Wait, y'all want to stay on? Hold on. Damn, I got to call him on my phone, though. Damn. All right, I'll tell y'all about it later. Bye.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I could stay on.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
BFF, are you in here?